Hello and welcome on Thomas Geiger Car. Today with the new BMW 3 Series, the 7th generation of the most important model for the Munich manufacturer. That's not only true to the sales figures, no, that's more so for the image, because this is the vehicle the idea of sheer driving pleasure is founded on. If you want to know if this car still is the most agile and most aggressive sedan in its segment, and if BMW has managed to get it into the digital age, join me on my test drive and I'll tell you more about it here on Thomas Geiger Car. The 3 Series will start with 2 petrol engines, both 2-liter 4-cylinder turbocharged. The 320i with 184 horsepower and the 330i that we're sitting in here with 258 horsepower. Going from 0 to 100 in a little more than 5 seconds and easily reaching 250 kilometers per hour. For sure, we will have some diesel engines for Europe as well, and we will have some more variants in the near future. The M340i is already announced, getting a 6-cylinder. The M3 is on its way, getting a 6-cylinder as well, going way beyond 400 horsepower. And for the environmentally concerned people, there will be a plug-in hybrid as well, with an electric range of more than 60 kilometers. And on the long term, there are talks about a pure electric BMW 3 Series as well. So lots of options to choose from, and for sure the right option for everybody amongst it. Once you drive the 330i on a country road like that, you remember why BMW is claiming sheer driving pleasure. There is no other car in the segment beyond the sports models of AMG and Co. that is that agile, that sharp, that precise, and that delivers so much fun to drive. BMW has taken quite an effort on that, has developed different suspension systems, has integrated an electronic controlled diff lock on the rear axle, and has a very precise steering, different drive setups. So this is really the car that gets your heart going once you're done with your work and want to have some fun. But that's only the one side of the metal. The other side of the metal is a wide array of driver assistance systems. So BMW is getting you as close to autonomous driving as it is allowed by now. So if you don't want to have the fun of driving, you can let the electronics do the work, chill and relax, and get home safe and comfy. If you take a look at the interior, it looks pretty familiar, and it's only a tiny evolution, at least at the first glance, because we have the big digital cluster instrument with the new graphics, we have the touchscreen as we know it from all the other BMWs, and we have a pretty familiar driver-focused layout. But if you take a closer look, it is more a kind of a revolution, because BMW is using its new operating system 7.0, meaning we have a totally new setup for the infotainment, including a voice recognition as we know it from Mercedes already. Same as Apple's Siri or Amazon's Alexa, the car is listening to the natural speech of the driver and fulfilling its wishes, learning more and more what the driver wants and offering more precise commands than ever. Makes driving really easy. Another point that we also know from Mercedes is the wellness on wheels that is incorporated in the BMW now as well. So if you tell the vehicle you're tired, it will start a vitalization program, changing the air condition, changing the music, changing the ambience lighting, and trying to get you fit again. The same works the other way around. If you're stressed, the car will try to relax you. The 3 Series sedan is the first of many cars that will come on this architecture. We will have the long wheelbase 3 Series sedan for China. We will have the Touring for mainly Europe. We will have the 3 Series GT with 4 doors and the coupe-like back. We will have a 4 Series coupe, Grand Coupe and convertible, and for sure we will have the M versions of M3 and 4 Series. So lots of news to come in the next years and lots of interesting cars to choose from. The difference in size can best be felt and seen in the rear seat, because the 4 centimeters more wheelbase really make a difference if you have to sit in the second row. As long as the people in the first row are polite and not giants, you can really sit pretty comfortable for an hour or two in the new 3 Series. And Chinese people are lucky because they will get the long wheelbase version anyhow, and then they can sit really comfortable for a really long time. Besides the matter of size, BMW has done quite a bit to make the travel on the second row more comfortable. I have my own USB chargers, modern USB-C, the compact ones. I have a bit of an ambience lighting as well, and I have great windows with a bigger size than before due to the changed Hofmeister Knick. So overall, a big improvement for the rear seat passengers. If we take a look at the design of the 3 Series, it's more an evolution than a revolution. But you need to understand this car is so important for BMW that they don't take any risk with it. So they just slightly changed the well-developed shape. The car got a bit wider, a bit longer, 8 centimeters. It's not much higher than before, so proportions are more sporty, more dynamic. And the car looks a bit more aggressive as well. The new kidney grille looks pretty awesome, and the headlights with the laser LED technology are slimmer than before, giving it a sharper look. Thanks for joining me on the first review with the new BMW 3 Series. A car that is on the one hand old-fashioned as ever, because it's pure driving fun. But since BMW knows that sheer driving pleasure is not the most important matter anymore, the Bavarians have taken quite a bit of an account to get this car into a new era. So it's old-fashioned on the one hand and it's futuristic on the other hand, because with its digitalization, the new infotainment system, the personal assist and the intelligent driver assistance systems, this car is ready to conquer the changes to come in the automotive industry. And it is ready for the competition with cars as good as a Mercedes C-Class and an Audi A4. It's going to be an interesting battle, and I guess this car has good chances to win the segment of premium sedans for the business class. Thank you, Tschüsschen, and bye-bye.